this is Bethany with Recherche Kennels, and I'm so excited to introduce you Miss Yellow of Melbourne and Ethan's litter. Miss Yellow was born on December 4th, so she has been in training for quite some time, and we know her very, very well. Now, Miss Yellow is a smaller girl in the litter. We do expect her to mature somewhere between 45 and 55 pounds. Miss Yellow has a beautiful light cream and white coat, and she is a very, very sweet and cuddly girl, as you can see. Now, we know Miss Yellow's personality very well. She has scored on 3 different numbers. She has scored on her dependency, her activity, and her confidence. Now, Miss Yellow is scored a 5 out of 10 for dependency, so this means that she is a dependent puppy. As you can see, she's very sweet, she's happy sitting in my lap, and loves attention. She's also happy to self-entertain. She does love to play with toys, so she can often be found hanging out, self-entertaining, and playing with her toys. Now, Miss Yellow is also scored a 7 out of 10 for activity, so this does mean she is more of an active puppy. She is not hyper by any means, but she does enjoy playing. Generally, with a little more of an active puppy, you'd get a puppy that does very well in training, and she is no exception to the rule. She is doing great in training as well. And then she scored a 6 out of 10 for confidence. So this does mean that she is slightly confident. She is not fearful by any means. With a bit of a lower confidence score, you may get a puppy that's not quite as forward moving. She may not be the first one to go out and explore new things, but she is not fearful whatsoever, and she is still doing very, very well. Now, Miss Yellow can go home after completing canine college. This is training until 16 weeks of age, and she can go home on March 26th. The next training level is our master's training program. This is training until 20 weeks of age, and she can go home on April 23rd. And then our last training program is our Doggy Doctorate program. This is training until 6 months of age, and she can go home on June 4th. Now, if you scroll down, you will see individual pictures of her parents. If you click on each one of those pictures, it will take you to their individual pages, and you will be able to see more information, more pictures, as well as all of their health clearances. And this is one of the main things that sets us apart from any other breeder. The other thing that sets us apart is our Puppy Training Institute. So we are now going to show you Miss Yellow in training, showing everything that she knows, and we are going to summarize our Puppy Training Institute for you.
Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Cot. You will definitely want to buy a Cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training, and this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate, and a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute.
Now, if you are interested in Miss Yellow, please read through this entire page. If you scroll down, you will see pictures that we took of her today. If you look directly above those pictures, you will see her individual pricing. Now, we're gonna show you an example of pricing in this video. This is not her pricing, so you do wanna make sure that you go to her page to see the pricing that is directly for her. Now, if you look directly below this video, you'll see a link that says puppy application. Click on the link that says puppy application, go ahead and fill that out and send it in to us. You should hear from someone within 24 hours. If you don't hear from someone, please reach out, as we may not have received that puppy application. Thank you so much for taking the time to see Miss Yellow of Melbourne and Ethan's Litter. God bless.